Yeah, so the bathroom harassment in this bathroom, as it occurs whenever I try to use it, is so constant and intense that the claims of the Greenville group regarding the former tenant of Unit 78 located directly behind this wall are absolutely spot on and correct. And what they've told me about the former tenant of Unit 78 located directly behind this wall is that this person named Jasmine Irizarry is a psychotic stalker, a mentally disturbed psychopath, and she targets people. They've also told me that she's a talented cyber criminal who can get into anything, and she specializes in surveillance. According to one of their former maintenance managers, he said he had knowledge of the fact that there are surveillance devices in this bathroom, but he said that he did not have access to the footage, and that if I wanted access to the footage, I would have to speak to the property manager, Oleg Eliseyev. So apparently the Greenville group knows that there are surveillance devices in this bathroom, and every single time I try to use it, I get aggressively harassed by the same person who's been sitting behind this wall and behind this wall since 2013, when she was placed in Unit 78 directly behind this wall. There's a bathroom behind this wall, and it is permanently vacant and empty, according to what the Greenville group have informed me over the last 12 months now. They have repeatedly told me that the vacant premises of Unit 78 behind this wall are not rented, but there's constantly somebody back there. And just now, while I was trying to use the toilet, somebody smacked the wall of the shower stall so hard that this crutch right here that I had placed against the back wall of the shower stall, because I can't use it due to some serious issues with the safety and health and usability of the water that comes out of that shower head. I can't use that shower, so now I'm using it for storage. And the crutch just was hit so hard from whoever's sitting behind that wall right there that it fell over while I was trying to use the facilities in this bathroom just now. There's also intense amounts of marijuana smoke filling this area right here from this wall right here. It's always coming from behind this wall right here. That's where the marijuana smoke comes from, and it rapidly fills this tiny bathroom that really does not have a very effective ventilation system and obviously has no window. So I can't use this bathroom for more than a minute or two without having to open the door for ventilation and also open the door to the hallway, which I've had to do just now due to the intense fumes and odors filling this corner right here from the premises of the bathroom of Unit 78 that Greenville keeps telling me is vacant and empty, but obviously that has somebody in it, usually after hours. Right now it's about 7:15 p.m. on Friday, March 29th, and there's absolutely somebody sitting in the bathroom of Unit 78, located directly behind this wall, who gets very agitated and physically aggressive when I try to use the facilities in my bathroom quietly and privately. Obviously, that's not a private space, especially if the maintenance manager told me that there are surveillance devices in there, but, quote, I don't have access to the footage. I don't know how to get the footage. You'd have to speak to Oleg about that. Those were his exact words. So there are no fumes or odors anywhere out here. And this is the wall of Unit 78, which is permanently vacant and empty for some strange reason. So this is the wall of my bathroom right here. So if there was somebody smoking out in the hallway right now, filling the entire bathroom area that I just showed on this video, then I would smell it right here. But there's no fumes or odors anywhere right here because there never are. Because the Greenville group keeps claiming that the fumes and odors come from the hallway, and they don't. There are never any fumes or odors in their hallway. They're covering up for the fact that they're permitting a psychopath, according to the Boston police, named Jasmine Irizarry, who is also a registered sex offender, also according to the Massachusetts Sex Offender Registry, who targets and stalks people, according to the Greenville group, and also according to the Greenville group, who is their, quote, surveillance expert. That's according to a second maintenance manager who referred to her. He was sort of like a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Oh yeah, she's our surveillance expert. Yeah. Okay, so that solves the mystery right there. Why do I keep getting aggressively harassed by somebody who seems to know exactly when I go into my bathroom, and they become physically violent, smacking the wall behind my shower stall and behind my toilet when I try to use my toilet? Because it's the same person that lived in that unit behind this wall for 10 years between 2013 and the end of 2022, and she engaged in the same exact pattern of behavior during the 10 years that she lived in that unit as she is engaging in right now. Mr. Eliseyev himself told me a year ago that he continues to house Jay Irizarry, the sex offender psychopath, in this building, and that she is, quote, still in this building, but he might move her across the street. Well, obviously he hasn't moved her across the street because she continues to somehow access the vacant premises of her former unit that are conveniently being kept vacant and empty. At the same time, the water from this tap is unsafe and not usable. It is extremely tacky, gritty, and sticky, as I have reported in prior videos, and there's some sort of additive or contaminant in this water that makes it so sticky when you try to use it that it literally causes the plates and pans and surfaces of whatever you're trying to rinse off to become sticky in the process. So you can't rinse anything because rinsing anything under this water causes the surfaces of those items to become sticky, tacky, and gritty when they should actually be really smooth and clean after you rinse them off. However, I keep reporting that there are problems with the water from this tap that do not come from any other tap in this building. So if I actually want to get clean, fresh water, all I need to do is go down the hall to the common bathroom and use that water, and that water is perfectly fine. So why would there be problems with the water from this tap that do not occur from any other tap in the building? Well, because a former maintenance manager indicated that there was likely some construction work done against these pipes when I reported that there was a lot of construction work being done from the bathroom of 78 in June of 2019. And starting in June of 2019, as I have reported dozens of times, the water from this tap suddenly started making me very sick and emitting a foul odor and becoming sticky, gritty, and tacky to the touch and being unable to be used safely for any reason whatsoever. You can't bathe in it because it coats your skin with a really gritty, tacky, sticky residue. It causes your hair to turn into like a Brillo pad because there's some kind of gluey residue in the water. And again, this only happens from this tap and from the water of my shower stall. It does not happen from the water that comes out of the taps in the bathrooms down the hall. So right now I have to run this water because I don't know what is leaching into the pipes and what is causing the water from this tap to be sticky, gritty, and tacky. But I keep reporting that this keeps happening, and it is preventing me from being able to use this sink or the shower in my bathroom for any purpose whatsoever. And I keep having to go down the hall to get clean, fresh water that is not sticky or gritty or tacky. And that defeats the entire purpose of paying rent for this unit. So there you go. These people might think that they're trying to prevent me from being able to do what I need to do, but what they're actually doing is making it very clear that this is a unit that is not safe for habitation, and it is not safe for use, and it cannot be used by any tenant in it for any reason. You can't wash dishes, you can't take a shower, you can't drink the water. There's excessive smoke coming from the unit behind this wall that is supposed to be permanently vacant and empty, according to the Greenville Group, but that obviously continues to house somebody who becomes violent and disruptive every time anyone in this unit tries to use the bathroom or the facilities in the bathroom as they need to and when they need to. So right now I have to keep the door to the hallway open because there's intense amounts of marijuana smoke coming from behind this wall right here. And at the same time, the water from this tap is unable to be used safely and continuously because it stinks, and it also has a very gritty, tacky, sticky residue that nobody would want to drink or have on their dishes or on their food or even on their hands. And that continues to happen in spite of multiple notifications to the Greenville Group. So what I'm going to have to do now is take out the big guns and start testing the water and having it tested not just by local authorities, but sending it to national laboratories. And they do that for a fee. You have to pay for it, but you can certainly get the water tested. And then the Greenville Group is going to be on the hook for that. Absolutely. Because they keep responding in ways that are completely inefficient and inappropriate, meaning they don't respond at all. Wow, I just got hit by a blast of marijuana smoke coming right behind this wall right here. So the fact that they keep telling me that the smoke can only come from the hallway is a complete lie. Yeah, do you see anybody smoking in this hallway? I don't. There's nobody smoking in this hallway because the smoke never comes from this hallway, but that's what they keep trying to tell me. That's called gaslighting, and they're very good at it. They try to negate any and all criticisms of the way they run their business or any reports of any malfunctions or dysfunctions. They try to whitewash it and pretend like that's not what's happening when it keeps happening, and obviously they're just trying to cover it up.